Hello everyone. We've had a couple of really hot days the last week. It's been about 35 degrees or more. Today's cooler, thank goodness. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to have a bit of a chat about the things that I do to try and keep the garden going through summer. So let's have a wander around and have a chat. First thing is mulch. Very important to mulch. I know I've said it before, but I can't reiterate it enough. Without mulch, the garden will really dry out. So it retains moisture, it controls the weeds, and it looks so much better than just dry soil. So that's number one. Number two, watering. You will see I've got these not very pretty dripper hoses around the place. I do have an irrigation system which I've unfortunately hacked a few holes into, so I have dripper hoses all around the place. I can see them, which means I'm not going to damage them, and they are easily replaceable if you do at Bunnings, so that's fantastic. I tend to water in the mornings. Don't water in the middle of the day, obviously. You'll burn the leaves. Better not to water at night because of mildew that can gather. A good sort of soaking 15 minutes a week is fantastic. Number three is fertilizer. That is so important at the beginning of each season or whenever it suits you, but definitely not in the heat of the summer. If you fertilise, then your garden is going to be so much stronger and cope with the heat. So that's another thing. We're at the vegetable garden now. I only have a small veggie garden. I tend to just plant tomatoes, which are strong at this time of the year, lettuce. I've got to put some parsley in, I've got oregano. You can put shade cloths on top of your plants. That's probably a good idea to keep them away from pests and obviously keep the sun away as well when it's really hot. So that's that, and you give that a good watering more than once a week. Probably every second or third day I give that a good watering because that needs extra moisture. And keep on mulching. It's not a pretty time of year because we've got covers on everything, but it's important obviously that you cover your fruit trees too with netting to keep away, that's more to keep away the pests so you can get some good fruit, so I've done that. Very important thing which is not very attractive in our garden but is so important, and that is the swimming pool. The gardener cannot survive in the heat without something to dip into. I get in and out of this all the time during summer. Cannot live without it, absolutely love it. Let's keep going, shall we? Lots and lots of pots I have, and the important thing with your pots is to really soak them. Give them a soaking once or twice a week, right to the top of your pot so that they get a really good soaking and they can survive. Get them into the shade whenever you can as well during the heat of the day. So just move them. I've got lots, so it's hard to do, but if you've got any small ones, just move them out of the heat because they really suffer. Hydrangeas. Now, if you haven't got your hydrangea in the shade, which I do down here, which is fantastic, they're fine, they love it, then you need to put shade cloths on top of your hydrangeas as well. So if you come down here with me, you will see hydrangeas that were planted about 50 years ago. Unfortunately, we planted in the wrong spot, but I'm not going to move them because they have been there forever and they're beautiful, just not so good in summer because they get so hot and burnt by the heat. So I try to keep them covered as well, especially in the middle of the day. So small cloths on top of that as well. Now they do okay with that. If the wind tends to sometimes blow them off, so you can always put weights on your cloths as well. Otherwise, that's what you would do. I think that's it for now. I'm getting puffed from walking around the garden and chatting to you, so I'll let you go. I hope that helps. Any questions about what I've said, please do put it in the comments. Please like and share if you like the video. Thanks very much. Bye.